let's get rocking. Good morning, my friends. Hello, and welcome to this week's Hunting Lodge. My name is Jaxie Beard. We got sound, we got video. Good morning. Hello, bear with me. Not a lot of sleep last night. Maybe not quite on my game. Oh, and I do see that I'm not quite on my game. Let me go ahead and pop that in its proper setting right there. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's good to see you all. Good to see everybody here. Thank you for coming out to support. We greatly appreciate it. Chat's already going. Don't worry. When we're ready to share, we will let you know. We will absolutely scream from the mountaintops when we have something more to share. I'm actually here today on Aurora. I know I butchered that name. New Zealand. Just because, well, it's kind of a if it moves, it dies kind of day for me. And I thought, I haven't been here since we did our Apex Hunter comp back in December of last year. November, at the end of last year. And it was good times. And we were doing our qualifiers here. And we had quite a few juicy things. So I thought, what a good place to come back to. I'm not really a grinder, but I have been known to dabble. So we're going to go bounce around and see what we got at some of the lakes. We're going to lay down some pressure here in a moment. This is kind of a pressure dump lake for me, so we'll see how she goes. Oh, good to see everybody. Hello, hello. Are hybrids rare for mallards? No. Funny enough, neither are piebalds. They're only like it's a small percent chance. They're not commons, that's for sure. But you're pretty much looking at leucistics and melanistics for mallards. It's a little different. I know it's a little different. What's the other species? Not fowl. It's not a fowl species. I think it's axis, where the piebalds are also not listed as rares. But let's face it, piebald in anyone's mind is rare, so we can kind of go with that. I got a few standing around here. Let's go ahead and put them down. I got some at the back over there I'm kind of interested in, but I'm not walking all the way around. We'll check some tracks. I got a 3 here we're going to drop and see what runs away. It's not happening. There are too many ducks floating around here. All right, let's get some volume going here. There we go. About 150-ish. We'll see how we do. I'm always rusty. I'm rusty these days. Let's get him locked in, and we'll just give him a little lung love. Lay down, son. Have a seat. I want to see what moves back here. There was a nice rack back there. I think it was a big 3 or a small 4. We got a 3. So nothing fantastic. Always a good eye to keep an eye on your zones. But, the zones that you're working are really the zones that are going to matter. And do need zones matter? It's a question I get all the time. I mean, technically, yes, they do matter, but not quite as you once thought. It's more about the home ranges. So if you do delete a need zone, you're going to displace that herd, but they're not going to go too far. So don't stress. I get a lot of new players asking me this as we come in. And by all means, shoot out any of your questions, tips, tricks, all that good stuff. And we'll see where we end up here before the end of the stream. You guys aren't even moving. I'm sure those males probably got up and went for a little stroll. You still think it's way too early for information? Yeah, it's no secret. We have to line up our beats first. We talk about this. We're very open with you guys. And we're not in a place really to give any info yet. It's too early. It's too early. Were we to start giving you any info now, we've seen in the past. We've toyed with it. I've toyed with it. I tried to bring you guys information earlier, and then we had some in the community that complained it was too soon. So it's your own making. We just try to keep people happy. We don't want to upset anybody. Maybe because, hey, we're here for a good time, right? That's what it's all about at the end of the day. What up, Watowski? How you doing, my man? Good to see you, sir. Morning, MD. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Yeah, I'm on coffee number 3. It's been a trying morning here. It really has. I'm not myself. I'm just not myself. So yeah, bear with me. Now we're not going to get a good angle on this guy, and this is when it's a great time to deploy said collars. If you have the electronic collar, would actually be pretty good play here. We're going to get our dog to lay down. Well, let's go ahead and pull this bad boy out here. Am I on the right call? Yeah. I'm going to have to come on over and say hello. Teak, how's it going? What up, Cryptic? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, my man. When's the release? We don't have a date for you yet. I can't even give you an approximation. We've got nothing we can tell you at this point because it's still fully in development. Right? So, you know, come on. If you're new here, then I understand. But if you're not new here, you know that we don't want to build any false expectations. We're not going to start giving you guys all kinds of info way ahead of time. It's just not good practice. You know what I'm saying? What loadout today? Well, we are rocking the 22. I've got my 243. I really don't like to leave home without it. I've got my 308 and the Malmer 7mm. Let's see if we get that male to come over. Oh, hello. God, they're gorgeous, aren't they? They're just so pretty. Man alive. Now, if my dog... Oh, that's terrible. If my dog was not laying down right now, you know he would have spooked these, right? You know, I'm just saying. We've divulged, we've confirmed, not deny, that the dogs do in fact have a threat table. So you gotta control them, especially with the birds. Okay, the birds, they have the biggest impact. Any bird, upland game bird, fowl, anything, and you name it. If it got feathers, you're gonna want to control your dog. I see comments of, you know, oh, the dog, I spook already. If the birds come and land right on them, they're going to fly away, right? If your dog's laying down, they'll have a moment of, oh, we could just, it's safe to land here. So, but play around with it. I just love these new furs. I think the white, honestly, it's one of my favorite. It's not even a rare. It's just absolutely fantastic. I've heard that echoed from a lot of the community. But all I'm doing is dumping a little pressure, checking out what I've got moving around. And I'm going to immediately, after killing that, bounce over here just to take a peek. And then I'm going to bounce somewhere else, actually. Get out yourself today, BTK. God, I don't think I can fill those shoes. Man's a legend. Electronic collar's game-changing. I agree. DM Viking, it really is. As people have learned how to use it and how effective it is, it's been a pleasure to see the community come alive with it. That of the dog. The dog with, I mean, everyone, you know, was a big rush when it first came out, the retriever, and, you know, but seeing folks finding more uses out of them, like how to flush, right? That's the thing. I suspect we'll see something at some point more geared towards that. It was a big request from everybody. You know, what do we got going on? So we had some, this has been a pretty active zone down here for me. It stretches, though. It stretches. And I probably have some right here I'm going to spook, but let's just get up and take a look-see. See if anything else pops in over there. The zone I'm most interested here today is just absolutely covered in pressure. Now, like, I do things a little different, okay? You don't need to go and explore and find every need zone on your map. It's a fallacy. You don't have to do it, whether you're grinding or you're casually hunting for them. But there's nothing wrong with that. You're going to get a lot more action. You're going to see much higher numbers if you are on a grind. And you're also going to make a lot more money, which, let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're in game, IRL, money makes, in this case, the digital world goes round as all the new stuff comes out. You know, it's definitely a much needed part of the process. Okay, nothing else has come down here yet. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to hang out here. I'm going to actually jump out of my normal grind. Now my grind is condensed, okay? I work this area. I work this area primarily. I dump pressure here. I dump pressure here. I'll move down here and dump a little pressure, but primarily I'm trying to bounce between these points. All right, let's go take a pop. Good morning, Titmars. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, my man. Ron, Mr. McTube. Hello, sir. Hello. Hunting's okay. Hunting's pretty good. Yep. Hunting's pretty good. Can I very quickly go to Savannah? Ah, Naomi, I'm here on, I chose this today. It's always a tough one. What do you choose? Where do you want to go? All right, so I typically don't really work much over here. This is more about the hunting pressure. Nice 4. I guess we can pop you. We could, but I think I'm going to leave him right now. I'm going to focus on these 3s. I'll work them around. I don't really want this to become part of my rotation, but it is what it is. Okay, so if we give him just enough room, we can work this guy and then go over and bounce that guy. So let's start with him. I'm resisting the urge to drop multiple per round, per shots, I'm trying. It's hard to do, but it's because I'm looking for that more normal approach to hunting. It's what gets me these days. I've gone back to my roots, if you will. And the whole ethical Okay, so you kind of got a little annoyed by that, but not enough to do much. So, oh, doggo. Yeah, just things happen. Let it go. Lean into that one a little because, zeroing at 300 out of 250, you got a little bit of lift. That's about it. I don't really want to shoot him. I'm going to leave my 4 right there. Can you flush with the retriever? You can flush with either of the dogs, and it's how you control them and how you use their actions. I've seen some of our members, and I thought this was really original. In a busy zone area, somewhere where they're hunting, they were doing it with pheasants, and they had a series of tents around the area, and they were bouncing between tents, and they were sending their dog out. They were basically they were telling their dog to stay. They'd move to another tent, they would call their dog, and it was pushing all the animals to them. Now, I kind of hinted at this when we've had some dog talks in the back and how powerful it could be. Now, I think I might take a female out here just for a little pressure. But it was pretty cool to see. One thing our devs have learned is that you just don't know. Oh, I wasn't going to shoot multiple. Muscle memory is hard. But you never know what players are going to do, right? And you can never fully test as your community will once they get their hands on things. It's true. It's kind of fun to watch. It's like one of the best places to keep. Not necessarily. No. It's what you make. Okay, and I can't stress that enough. There's a lot of misunderstandings from many within the community. You can absolutely get a great one here. But you can get a great one at whatever zone you are focused on and where you are spending that time. Now, some of that's going to come down to your particular map and where your animals are, right? And how you've moved them around. There's ways to shape these things, but I'm not going to go into that. But yeah. A lot of people, they just, you always have to keep an open mind. That's what I can't stress enough. When I see people going, no, this is the way. No, there's a dozen ways to skin a deer. Yet another one of the whites. They're just so pretty. Anyways, we'll take it. And we'll get these 2 ladies right here. And then let's take a look and see what our pressure looks like. That's all I'm really about right now. What up, Scooby? How you doing, my man? What rifle am I using? Right there, I was using the 308. It's a semi-automatic. It's the Zarza. It came with the modern rifle weapon pack. And we'll probably dump a little more. So, I don't want any big trophies showing up in this zone. And this could be any zone. Okay? This could be any zone. I don't really want them showing up at this zone. So, I am working on some of the mid-level guys to push them around. A 4 is good enough. That's good enough. So I think we'll probably take a doe here. We do have a couple 3s. I could kind of work these guys out a little. Are you a 3? Are a 3. You're right on the cusp of becoming a 2. Let's go ahead and give him a little poke. That's a nice looking 4 wandering over there. We'll leave you alone. All right, so we'll grab that 308, the Zarza. Once again, the 308. This thing's just an absolute beast, man. It's an absolute beast. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll show you. We'll let it fall right into the pocket and lay him down. That's it. That's it. No more. Keep that herd intact. Let them do their thing. What have you missed? Welcome to Jack Suit. Good to see your name, man. How are you today, sir? Jackson New England mission Needful Things, I think, is glitched. I completely ejected, but it won't complete. just for disclaimer's sake, I'm not support, so I try to keep up on some of the major issues and stuff where I try to find info for our QA team and help out where I can and whatnot. But getting very specific, I got permission. I'm sorry, I don't have any info for you, my friend. What I would do if you are having an issue though is make sure to submit a ticket. Oftentimes there's something that the team's able to do. But they're also check the known issue list. I don't know if that one's on the list. I know that they're always working. Missions are always a big focus for them. It's funny how sometimes they react with little changes in the game. And then, of course, the problem being is a lot of our core community, those that are really active and vocal in and around our community, have done all of these. And so we don't get to see this. I find my personal perspective is a lot of times it's the newer players that are coming through that experience these issues and the bugs, and they might not know how to go about letting us know. Because if you let us know, it gets put right on our radar, and we do our best to try and fix it up, my friend. I would probably move on to the next for now, but and that way it doesn't hold you up. But submit a ticket, and so we'll get on to that. I'll just make it. So, are there any plans for any more variety of the Red Deer Great One, more furs examples? They're definitely lacking. I think the Great Ones, we've seen it as our teams fleshed out, as they've been able to put more into it. The latter Great Ones that we've had have all been very more detailed, right? The white tail and the red deer being those first iterations of the Great Ones. Yeah, I agree with you. They could definitely use a little more love, a little more fur variety, something more to collect. It is a scenario where if it's not broke, don't fix it, because quite frankly, there's a lot going on. Our team right now, they are like a team possessed. Eventually, you guys will see what I'm talking about. So their bandwidth, their manpower on what they're designing is all focused on something right now. Again, if there's enough demand for stuff, like that sort of thing gets worked in, because it always comes down to community. I hate to sound like a broken record, but I think you guys get that by now. Really? Are you just going to wander on out here? No, I'm not shooting you. I ain't doing it. I wouldn't mind getting myself a Great One fallow, and I don't particularly want to be shooting thousands to do it. Oh, goodness. Warrior Pip, welcome, my friend. Welcome, Warrior. Good to have you here, my man. I'm glad to hear that, dude. Or beavers coming, Oscar. I mean, I would say there's quite a few in the community that would certainly like to see the beavers make an appearance on a map. I feel like they would come out, everyone would focus on them, and then they just become like the rabbits, right? I don't see much happening around the rabbits. Not to say there aren't those out there that appreciate them, hence why they're in the game, but they certainly aren't one of the community focuses. It always comes down to the big antlered species, or big, or maybe not even big, or the predators. Predators have never lost their flair, and big bad boy antler bucks and such. They're just that's just a part of hunting, isn't it? Hey, until staff meetings. Oh man, hey, hopefully keep you some company there, brother. Hope the staff meeting goes okay. Seriously, good to see your name, dude. Good to see your name. Killakai, what's going down? Killakai Gaming. I haven't been to your channel in a while. Love seeing that little gamer behind there. Nice moves, Kai. Nice. Just wondering if we get clarification on initial spawn Great Ones, a thing or not. So, there's no official statement out there, because that's confirming, that's saying this is how this works, and that's not something that dev wants to do. In an official format, I really can't give you a yes or no, but what I can say was, when was the last time you saw one? Change the name so people wouldn't say a Killaki. Killaki's kind of, that sounds endearing, I ain't gonna lie, but Killakai Gaming, that makes me want to click your name and go check out the content, because I'm sure there's a lot of fun times over there. Hey Jax, what are you heading today? Been a while since I've catch a stream. What up, Bunker Bud? Good to see you, my man. I'm taking my time moseying about, kind of showing how effective it is not to do this crazy, all-inducing grind that some have really poured themselves into. I can't give you guys info like I used to, Because now that I've seen behind the curtain, I live behind that curtain, I clearly can't talk about stuff as I used to when I was just a creator. Because back then, let's face it, everything's just a theory, right? Everything's a theory when you're a creator. You never truly know, you never get to see what's happening. Once you do see, it's not fair for me to take that knowledge and you know what I'm saying? And to you know, use that to my channels and such. And one of the reasons I don't do a lot of creating at the moment, although the streams that will be happening. But this is a big topic that's always ongoing, and I just keep seeing so many players burning out. The burnout is real, and I have a need for folks to realize if you want a great one, you don't need to go and do nothing but grind. You don't have to go and find all these zones and hunt your entire map. If you're hunting your entire map, you need to continuously check your entire map. If you're shooting animals out of zone, you're going to need to check that zone continuously. So I keep mine down to 2 or 3 areas I actively hunt. And then I have a couple areas where I dump pressure, and I do whittle down some bucks. But by doing so, sometimes I get that choice taken away from me, and then I have to include that zone. And when I include that zone, I like to remove another zone. But there's strategy involved in that I'm just kind of get a feel for. Can small animals be found in undiscovered zones? It's tough. That's tough, and I don't know how to answer that without giving more context behind it, and really without saying too much. I don't know how I can answer that without not really ish. Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. That just confuses the issue more, doesn't it? Nothing coming up on the backside here. I was hoping to catch a glimpse right there. I'm not seeing anything. So we'll move. We're almost ready. I guess we could check the lake. I could move down the river. Just trying to minimize where I go. All the fun times during killer streams, folks. Nice, nice. Hey, Jackson, please please release an over-under rifle to the game. I will ask every I am in stream until we get one. You know what? I would actually recommend give the thoughts into Discord, into the feedback section. What you can do when you're in there is give some detail on what it is you want. I will say that's something that I know has been looked at. You know, nice over-under would be great to have. There's still weapons that can be added to the game. I really do think there is. And I think there's weapons that you know, could and / should be added to help cater with some play styles, you know. I think our grinders will agree. We're about due for something to help them along. Although the Zarzas are definitely a good option. I think, you know, even really honestly, the power pack is another good option for players to use. I probably got something right down here. It depends. I've got hunted pressure here too. What time is it? 13:15. Oh, they could be moving out on me. What I really like about working this map is you can set your time to red deer, flow right through red deer, flow right through your fallows, and have a little fun with all of the above, so to speak. But I think I have too much pressure here still. Let's just take a look. Nothing right here, though. We'll go move down the river. Mr. Enforcing Beast, hello, welcome, my friend. You found us. Yeah, it's been a while, dude. Good to see your name there. Thank you. Yeah, you know, we're having a lot of fun here these days. There's a lot of things that have come to the game. There's a lot of new features, a lot of new improvements. I don't know when the last time was you checked it out. There's new maps. There's new guns. There's just so many new things. We just got a new dog, which was really, really cool. And team has taken a different approach to some things. We have some excitement actually heading our way later this year, which I just watching that all unfold has been really cool. Yeah, man, good to have you around again. Great one I got was in a zone I didn't hunt that often, was not from a diamond, so just random, I think. There's a lot of theories on that, hey? Lots of theories. Lots of theories. All right, well, we do have a 4 here, and these zones have been pretty decent for me. I'm going to leave that 4 and work through this 3 right here. here. We can pop them at the 300 meter. I was hoping something else was going to pop up right here. They're not in too bad, not too great of a spot. Let's leave them. Let's go see what we got moseying around down here. Bought a PC, got all the update maps and most weapon packs again. Oh, back at the grind. Nice, man. Nice, nice. Any favorites? Anything standing out? What? Actually, I'm curious. I see the general consensus on our different platforms. This actually just came up recently in our Facebook group, and it was very interesting to see all the responses. What's your favorite weapon these days, guys? Rifle-wise, let's not talk bows just yet, but rifle-wise, what is your go-to? And when you put your answer, do me a favor. Let me know, are you grinding with it? Right? So, casual or grinding? Just put, well, maybe not casual. It kind of puts it across, right? There's nothing wrong with being casual, but here we go. We'll get a guy. You guys, man. Okay, so this area here has definitely been a very promising one for me. Go ahead. Oh, you slowed right down, but it was enough to still catch it. We'll put them both down on the bank. There's nothing else here. That'll lay some good pressure around. Still not quite enough to take that down. I might change times, go bounce around with my red deer. I could go back and shoot those other 4s now. Would be a good play. Okay, let's see. Here we go. 300 Win Mag, never be beat. 7 mil. A 44 casual, 303 casual, and grinding with the 303. Interesting. 7 of them not grinding. Grinding with the AR. Grinding. Ah, you guys are going so fast. Hold on. I didn't expect that. Grinding with the AR. 303 no grinding. Same 338. 308. 7mm power pack. 300 Kai. I know you're a fan of the 300. Candy 3. Hold on. I'm going to miss so much. I got to stop chat. Let me stop running here. The Malmer 7mm casual play. Nice kit. Nice. I love that Malmer. It's a lot of fun. It's just so good, right? 7mm power pack, Riley. Blue Herb with the 30-06 and you grind with it. Nice. Nice. Now, are you using the Eckers or are you using the sorry. Words are hard. My brain is not working this morning. Hold on. Let's see what we got. These are okay for us. 200. It's, like it's there. I'm hoping you don't go down a whole lot more, but you got a ways to go up. I mean, let's face it. Let me grab that. And then we're going to do time change. That one's less than 200. Still, 4s showing that max weight. Promising. Let's go to Puke Marrow and just take a look before we change time, see if they're walking off. Okay, I'm missing so much, man. So there's like 308, Eckers, and the 300. 308 bolt action, playing casual. Grinding casual, both would be okay. Argus scope only, Smooth. What were you using with just the Argus? I'm curious. I didn't see it. Big Rig, what's up, man? Grinded with the AR. Nice. Then you got 6 bolt. Nice. Golden 22H is the ultimate all-around class 1. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Why is 300 so popular? Well, it comes with a Yukon map. It was long the go-to grind gun. It's still great. The 338 hits harder, so some go for that. But 300's got more rounds in it. There's a little more recoil on the 338, so it really just depends on how you handle your recoil. I like that recoil. I actually use that to bounce to my next position, so I kind of moved to that. I still love the 300. It's pretty hard not to, but that's one of the reasons. It's a very effective rifle. Got my second grade one of those map blocks. Like, I missed so much. Twitch, you guys just cruised on me here too. Let's see. No, you don't even need to discover 75% of your need zones. Like, the more you discover and the more you visit and the more you hunt, the more you need to maintain. You shotguns. Hold on, I'm missing things. Okay, here we go. 308 to 300, grinding. 7mm, best gun in the game. No, I do not grind with it because that's not how I play the game. Gotcha, Soup. Gotcha, brother. I know, say, some people love to grind, some don't. What I'm doing here is I'm just showing more of the casual on how you go about if you're really wanting to get a great one. I'm a little distracted. I'd be moving a little bit quicker. I should do this on my own stream to give a little more info and feedback and such. Things are a little crazy this year. We're trying to get things in order. And even though it's our downtime in between some stuff and things, that's actually when the community managers are busiest because we're trying to work on things we don't really get to in your communities and such. So Zar's a 308, no grind, MD. The 300 for Moose. I try to avoid running off. 308 just not enough. but using all things being equal. I feel that. You know, Brian, some are great, right? Like some animals, you can drop the red deer with the 308, and it works quite nice. It's snappy, right? From a distance, you don't get quite the pen in it that you know you would get, say, from the 7mm. A little more from the 7mm, very close in caliber. But I'm with you. I generally carry my 308 and my 7mm. And if I'm going on distance on, say, a red deer, then I'll use my 7mm. But if I'm in closer and I want to take more than one, I'll use my 308. Although the Malmer's pretty snappy on the follow-ups now. 44 handgun. Aspen Doyce, I love it, man. Great almost anything. Never grinding 7mm for rifle. You don't grind at all. Gotcha. The Hunzik Muzzy, always casual. Tipsy, my man. My man. Absolutely. I love it, dude. I love it. Why am I in here? What am I doing? Why am I in the store? What did I come to do? I came to do something. We're going to change time. Let's go change time. I don't think I need any ammo. Pretty good. Let me in. Okay, so do we want to roll and take a look at the reds? Let's cycle back one more time. Let's roll through and let's just see. Just going to casually move about here. Got my second grade one on this map last night. Nice, easy guy. Love to hear it, dude. I'm a grand and a huge fan of the 30-06, either the M1 or the Eckers, right? You got the Eckarts, right? Gotcha. I'm following you, buds. But lately I picked up the 6.5mm and I enjoy it, but I think it needs more stopping power. It does. The 6.5, you know, if anything was to get a relook, I think it should be that one personally. I'm with it. Some of our community members have said that. There's a balance they try to maintain, and there's, you know, it's not true to form, the ballistics in this game, right? It's not, and it's not meant to be true to form. But they have to make a balance of progression and a reason to use different ones. But I do agree, the 6.5 is one of those ones that you know, if ever there should be or could be, I think that would be one to get a look at. It's a fun rifle, though. 300 go-to rifle, 454 for fun. It's a pistol. Yo, what up, Tracky, for the win? How you doing, brother? I'm good, man. Good to see you, racing. Good to see you, dude. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing well. I'm just I'm tired, man. I didn't sleep last night. I got right into things this morning, and it was, you know, stressful. It's hard in a community. It's not always rainbows and lollipops, although we try to keep that what the community sees. But, you know, there's always lots going on behind the scenes, behind the doors, and some days you just need more of these. What am I, 3? I think I'm number 3 right now. All right. This has typically just been a dump location for not as bad as that sounds, but just sort of dropping hunting pressure. No, you know, I don't use stands here. I was on my red deer. It's a decent red deer spot, and it can be a great spot for fallow, and it can be a great spot for red deer. But a lot of it comes down to where you focus and how you move around the reserve, because that's going to greatly affect respawns. All right, so, but it looks good. It looks good. So I can work him down. I should have another group. They might just be tucked in over here. I don't see them. They don't always come to the same locations. I find this group sometimes ends up over here. And occasionally, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, well, we'll get rid of that 3. That guy right there. That guy there is on the cusp of coming to 3. We don't want to hit him. We will give you a little bit of love, airmail style, baby. No, it wasn't the perfect one, but it'll do. Put him down. There we go. We got the single lung out of it. We'll take it. We'll take it till we break it. Yeah, there's the reds are still milling about over there. .5 is a flat shooter, but missing the I'm just missing so much chat. I paused because I wanted to read all this, man. K-Flow not yet, and I apologize for that. I'm letting my folks down by not getting the extremes going, but there's a lot. I got a lot to do right now, and it's time consuming. We're going through a lot of different things, a lot of mod applications at the moment. That takes a lot of time. You know, really does. Casual Mosin's your go-to. Nice. All right, Soup. Have a good one, brother. Good to see you, my man. Thanks for sliding by, hey. Hope that meeting goes well. Also, a coffee number 3, Viking. I'm with you, brother. Okay, let me scroll all the way down. Are new packs coming, like, in less than 3 months? So, you know, like, I get in trouble for saying much, but we have something planned soon. Yeah. Soon. keep your eyes peeled. Don't worry. We'll be letting you guys know. We're not trying to be, you know, radio silence on things. We just have to make sure all of our beats are lined up. We don't ever want to make a broken expectation or a broken promise. We have to get through a large part of testing before we will say much else. Okay, I might actually take you as well, just for the hunting pressure, ma'am. Right in the head. And we'll keep the rest of that herd intact. Anything else moving over here? Stragglers? Any straggly gagglers? Nobody wants the lung butter today. You got a 308 and a 300 canny, plus the 22. Interesting. The 308, 300, and the 22. That's a very similar loadout to what I like to do. Instead of the 300, I'll use the 7mm, the 7mm, the Malmer specifically, just because of the ethical range. But it doesn't perform anywhere near that 300. So if I know I'm going to a map where I need that big umph, then I'm moving to a big gun as well. So we're running very similar builds, my friend. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this bad boy, or bad girl. Who's a bad girl? We got a little lung butter laying on the ground here. That's always a great thing to see first thing in the morning. Let's go, baby. We'll go ahead and we'll pick this bad boy up. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that's fine. We'll see what he does. But again, just dumping pressure. Let's go take a look in the back end over here. And then we'll rinse and repeat. Sync save between PC and Xbox. Unfortunately, cross-play and cross-progression just isn't something that's possible here in the Hunter Call of the Wild, not at this stage of the game. But I will say, Windows Store version of the Hunter Call of the Wild and Xbox, they share a cloud save. So if you play on Xbox and you want it on your PC, then make sure to get the Windows Store version. Now it's cross-play on PC because it's the same coding. It differentiates when consoles in the mix. There's a different coding involved. Same client, different coding specific to those platforms. So that is a way around that. That's the best that we can offer at this stage, because you know, I don't think let me just be blunt. When this game was created, they did not expect the type of reception it was going to receive, how popular a hunting game could become, because really it just really hadn't been done before. Even the Hunter Classic, which was doing well, at its peak shies in comparison to what Call of the Wild's done at its lows, right? I mean, Call of the Wild ran off the rails. I mean, it wasn't even designed with multiplayer in the early stages. So they got it put into place, multiplayer, but there were certain challenges and certain things that, you know, you just knew you wouldn't be able to see at some point, or they knew they would have issues with. One of those being crossplay. You know, they really looked hard at it, but they realized, and the same goes with cross progression, cross save progression. They call it cross progression. And the same was realized that it'd be the same as doing crossplay. They would have to rewrite the code of the game. The entirety of the game would have to be redone. And at that point, you're best making a new game, offering something new on like a current engine, like the Angler's on, right? That's a current Apex engine. It's drastically different. But the issues there is we got a lot of life left in this girl. Like, there's a lot that our team wants to bring to the game. There's, I mean, it's just fully in its stride right now. You know, it really is. I mean, for anybody that's been around for all these years and is still playing, they've seen how it's come and gone and what's been added and, you know, what we've gone through. All the good, the bad, and the ugly. It hasn't all been, you know, rainbows, right? Like, I mean, that's part of game developing. You're always going to end up with issues. at any stage of the life of the game when something is changed, not even necessarily being added, being changed. But team's been on top of it. There are a couple right now, a couple things that I know are a little frustrating. Some of it is really affected by your hardware. Like for instance, you're gonna see, like right now we do have animals that are doing this little mini teleport thing around the water. It's infuriating, and it's had a lot of focus from our QA team. It made a resurgence after the last update, so that's one that they've really been focused on, really working towards. Beyond that, the game is actually pretty solid right now. There's issues, there's some missions that need some love, and such, and the community's great at reporting. You guys have gotten much better. There was a time I'd see people talking about this bug or that, and we didn't have any tickets on it. I see things in the stream, and the first thing I like to do is go and see if our QA knows about stuff. And man, if it ain't reported, it's like, really? Because coming into a stream and giving all the problems, that ain't gonna get it fixed. You need to make those tickets. It's important stuff. All females moving through here. Kind of cool seeing them move through right now. Right? They're moving off to go and eat. I think their eat time is right now, isn't it? Are they going to eat? I believe so, because they're pretty close to the water. They're going to end up just up in the back right here. This, so I've tried. There's a nice route you can take up and over the top and come down where the wind is on you, and you can see them in their zones. It'd be a great spot for a tree stand. There's actually some trees up there too. I haven't really tried it myself. Okay, well, that's looking all right. So I'm going to go and move up through here, start that same little mini rotation, focus on those few zones, maybe drop a little pressure around a couple of them. What up, Slayer? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, my man. The water warping, so that's something, if I'm understanding it right, because I don't experience it. If I understand it right, it's just different degrees of hardware, how it goes, right? You guys done good with this game. If all content add-on stopped right now, I don't know what I would do. We're not stopping. Don't worry, my friend. Thank you for that. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Do we ever get an answer on Muntjack? Originally, there was a lot more in there. I actually thought we were doing another survey that was going to come out that had similar questions. But yeah, originally when it was all like theorized. There was tons of species we didn't have. I think they were all supposed to remove. I'm not sure if that one was left in there on purpose or not. To be honest, I haven't quite got a clear answer myself, but it is what it is, right? CJO, what's up, brother? Good to see you, my man. This game's been on my PlayStation since the day it came out. In my opinion, hands down, the best hunting game to ever come out. Probably won't ever be beaten. It did hit gold, man. I agree. It's what got me involved. I started as a player, became a creator. Started doing streams for EW, just filling in for my boy TK, and then next thing you know, here I am. And it's because I felt the same way. I'm with you, man. I'm absolutely with you. Jaxie, no clues today. When can we expect them? When we start giving them, dude. You know us. We're not going to make it a secret. We're not going to surprise you with clues. We're going to start screaming from the mountaintops. It'll be all over our title. It'll be in our Discord announcements and our X posts. That just sounds weird. Okay, we're going with it with our Twitter posts, what we put on Facebook, and yeah, absolutely. Look, it needs time to cook up, dude. They are in full development mode right now, man. I thought we were gonna have out another survey. That last one went so well, man. You guys crushed it. You guys freaking crushed it. It was our best response yet. And I mean, we've had some good surveys. We really have, but like, I think there was something like 30K plus participants. I mean, that's wild. That is a community flexing right there, getting their voice out. I don't get them back here anymore. That's interesting. And what would happen is I would scare them and I'd push them all up to here. I just want to see if any are there. Lay a little more pressure down here. Should have some making an appearance here, but we'll see what happens. And then we're going to start working this area. It's kind of setting up, casually setting up. Miss you too, Doe. Miss you too. We're well overdue for a hangout, brother. Well overdue. Gotta go to lunch. Good hunting. Thank you, Mars. Appreciate you, dude. Good to see you. Go enjoy, my man. Thanks for coming to hang out. Put out old Cabela's Dangerous Hunts on my Xbox 360. What a trip. Still scary as heck. You know, I haven't played that in a long time. I played way too many Cabela games, way too many hours and all those. Big sale on Steam right now for folks who don't own this great game. And I try not to ever mention that stuff. These streams aren't about sales, but you know, there are a lot of good sales. And I always urge a lot of our members in our community, you know, like, especially our new players, time those sales, man. You know, we try to keep it accessible. It gets real cheap. It gets real cheap. I'd love a merch store too. I would. There was a time the team didn't want to do it because I don't know. There's been a very different process with EW. They're not your typical devs. They're not, and it shows in all their games. They're not money hungry. They've always kept their prices down. They didn't jump on with all the you know, the requests for merch and such. But at the end of the day, they're a company and they need to make money. And I think they should have some merch. I know I work for the company and I'd still buy the bloody merch. Let's face it, the colors are nice. I especially for hunting, you know, I'm just saying. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something happen at some point. Be interesting to see. It would. But yeah, I'd love one too, man. It would be cool to rep the brand. I agree, man. I think it'd be a great way to be able to show off this community. Okay, I'm just going to take... That's a beautiful buck right there. That's what I want to keep. I'm just going to take a female when I move. Well, maybe... these two just look like they want a little bit of loving, don't they? Just lined up. Like, does it get any neater and tidier than that? It's just... Oh, did that second one connect? Yeah, it did. And that's good enough. And that will keep them intact. Keeps my hunting pressure in good place. Mountain Moving Joe. Oh my God, there's a name I don't see. How you doing, my man? Tony Gaming, what's up, brother? Good to see you. You definitely get merch. I pass this along to them too, so you know, right? I do. I pass this along to them. Anytime I see stuff like this, because I want a merch store, man. I do. I want hats. I want shirts. I want plushies. I want a Hunter Call of the Wild mouse pad. I have this 3.5 foot Twitch mouse pad that I got from a partner thing I did with Twitch. It's got RGB around the side. I want this in the Hunter Call of the Wild. You know, just Hunter Call of the Wild across like this. 2-tone colors and an orange RGB around. I want it so bad. I really do. It would be great. Want hoodies for the Hunter? I would love a hoodie for it. Oh my God, plushies. Yeah, the great one plushie. I would love it. Oh, could you imagine a great one? Think about it now. A great one whitetail as a plushie? No way. You couldn't do it. They couldn't do the great one, I'm sure, right? It would just have to have a regular rack. That would have to be difficult to do. I don't know. I don't make toys or anything, but like that, you would think at any rate. Oh, they all buggered off this time. They probably, when they ran, they spooked them because they do that. But it looks pretty good over here. Take those out. A great one, black bear plushie. Black bear plushie. That is hard to say, Viking. A great one, black bear plushie. You're right. You're right. It would be really cool, actually. Damn it, the colors. The moose. If I had to pick one, I would pick the moose. Any of the great ones of the moose. I'd even take a regular moose. Heck, I wouldn't mind a piebald. It's one of my favorite canvases. Don't you do it. What do we got over here? Oh, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave you. To take those other fours, but I mixed a few others in between there. I'm going to leave you for now. I just want to pop in here. Let's see if we have... I don't want to be going to places I'm not really going to hunt. We're going to take a look on this side, because we haven't done that yet. And we did spawn post them sometimes in a pop. Some dog missions say hunt whitetail on the blacktail part of the map. Maybe I am wrong. I know there's some issues on some of the older maps like Layton. Like there's one where you got to hunt a coyote, right? And you pretty much have to do it at 3 a.m. in the morning. and you pretty much have to push it into the zone. They are close by, but you know, stuff like that would need probably a little bit of a rework. And just because it's been moved around so much, that actually happened when the mallards came out. I should peek over here. I don't look over here too often, but I just want to see what's happening. Wait, hold on. Did I go to the wrong side? No. Let's go. Let's go. Stick to your plan, Beard. Are ultra or whitetail a thing? Yes, the fabled piebald. Ultra rare. How about creator plushies? I'd buy a tipsy plushie for like I couldn't do that. You'd all be buying the Jaxie voodoo dolls and have pins sticking into me. Oh man. Can imagine a bunch of figurines of the hunter with his dog ATV, accessories, maybe some animals thrown in. It'd be pretty cool, man. Need a Jaxie Christmas sweater? Good lord. No, it's the last thing anybody wants. They'd go bankrupt. Not Mela or Albina Ultras. Well, actually, Mr. Biffin, the fabled piebald is an ultra rare. It's arguably the most least seen skin in the game. It's kind of crazy. You count on one hand the amount that have circled around. Legit ones, I should say. The Jaxie plushie to be 8 feet tall like a body pillow. That's almost a little creepy, my dude. Yeah. Everything's going to be making noises at me over here. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. Stop looking at him. We'll have some others down here. I just want to see if anything pops here, and it did. We'll work them through. We'll move around. There's an okay 3. That one's going to be left. Yeah, and you guys, I didn't want to disturb all you, but it is what it is. It's okay. No, you're fine. You're fine. You should probably move because my gunshot's going to make a boom boom. Man, that chocolate. Right? Am I right? Chocolate in the whites. And alive. Jaxie Beard cardboard cutout. One preferably with a bullseye. Big old subscription Harley mugs. Oh my god, coffee. There you go. That's taking us back, hey? The big old subscription Harley. Holy, I haven't said that in feels like years. Jaxie the box. How did we get on this convo? What up, Darth? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, my man. Caitlin, what's up? How are you? Freaky, hello, welcome, welcome. Oh, man. Hey, Nito, how are you doing, man? Good to see you around the community. Still waiting to make a TikTok video when we get a custom lodge. People are voting highly. Oh, it's a big ask. The community's been very vocal about that one, for sure. It's Big Larry in that river. Better not be, or we're gonna have all these anglers flooding TR trying to find him. Where are we at in the rotation right now, the angler? Such a different concept, you know. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, I must admit. It wasn't what a lot of us had thought when it first came out, but you know, you're after these things weekly. I'm gonna pop you, and I might. No, that's a big 2, so that's borderline on a 3. You how you are. Kind of like to hit you. How far away are you right now? 323. Meh. Meh. All right. Well, he's at 216. Bit of an awkward angle. We'll throw a little love your way. Oh, I didn't rotate fast enough. What am I? Get caught on the mouse here. Oops. Oops. Bad follow-up. I'm so rusty, man. Eating my shots has been my thing. But I'm shaking the rust off. Shaking it off. Imagine the pop figurines of content creators. I would actually love that, Kyla. I would love that. The big head creator, bobbleheads, the bobbleheads would just look freaking great, my opinion. I would love that. Only fish in the water are sharks. Explains why floaters disappear. What? Is everyone's favorite handgun in the game to use? I think, Freaky, you're going to hear mostly The 454. What up, Necro? How you doing, man? Welcome, dude. Welcome. You got me with that, though. Big Larry in there. Oh, stop it, Schrader. We need Sambar, Pheasants, Tar, Wapiti, and Wallabies on TRR with the Southern Lights. But first, need is a very strong statement. Remember, there's things I would put need before that. I need the big five before I need Tar over here. I'm just saying. But no, these big wants, and I agree with you, bud. I do. I think that I think they'd make a great addition here. And the Tar especially, they've been a big ask, right? That's something that when the map came out, people were like, oh, we'd really like that. I also feel, though, that, much like other big requests on species, that once you get them in, people lose interest and move on within a month. And then they're on back, to hunt their favorite this or favorite that. And I worry that that's what would happen with Tar. But I do know the community heard that, and I saw a lot of research had happened with them, looking into them and such. And that's happened over quite some course of time, too. So you never know. You never know. What up, Johnny? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, my man. No, Miles, you don't want that, dude. Missed a bit of the convo, but did you mention piebald great one whitetails? Thought those were things I'm saying. See, and that's a great example, right? The fabled piebald. They are a thing, but by design, they're a freaking unicorn, man. A lot of the communities sort of figured out what the real rare ones are, and it doesn't have a correlation to IRL per se, right? It's about game. It's about game. Somebody gets a fabled piebald, whitetail great one, they're instantly a star in the community. Okay, I didn't pick you up, dar, what am I going over here? Like, instantly. I've seen two legit. I've seen a lot, maybe a dozen or so that were not, which is unfortunate. There's ways to tell. Sitka is a great example. That's a great example, MD. Everybody wanted Sitka. We gotta have Sitka. We gotta really hunt them. I think that's what would happen with the Tar. Okay? It's the same with rabbits. We wanted rabbits brought to the game. Everyone was like, oh, we gotta have rabbits. We need rabbits. And they were brought to Leighton. And there was a lot of hype when it first came out. And that was it. So is what it is. It's just how she goes. I should have hunting stands set up here right now, and I should move in and do so, and I might actually do that, but let's just do one more little peek together. Oh, what is my chair doing? My green screen. I hadn't even noticed that. I've gone the whole screen with that. Oh, the bottom of my hat too. It's as the light changes in this room, I'm on the cusp. I'm on the cusp of moving my studio. It's frustrating. Apologies for that. Hope we keep original skins and flashy skins for great ones in the future. Yeah, once you give something, you don't take it away. So I would say what's already there and in place would remain. If they were to ever look at adding more furs to like a couple of the great ones, like the red deer and the whitetail, I would say that, what's there now, obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously, but I would say it would stay. Okay, so you move back in here now. Interesting movements. Now, is it because of this pressure? We've got a little bit, but it is starting to dissipate. See if anything pops here. I think the only way to keep people hunting a certain species is to make more great ones. Great ones greatly changed the game. They did. And then a lot of people feel there's a focus on getting a great one. That's me. Like, the largest part of the community is still pushing for diamonds, and great ones are that sort of added bonus. Well, it's a nice 4 over there. So the question is, I think I'll leave that 4 for now. I wouldn't want to shoot that and these 3s, and I think I'll maybe poking you. Kind of work you out a little bit here. Wow, is that a street? Kidding me? I believe how fast these things go, man. I'm gonna leave you. Could have shot him. And I kinda sorta want to take out that guy right there. Let's go and pick this guy up. A little better angle. You could use your 22 if you wanted to get them to do their little turn. Because you probably wouldn't take that shot IRL. It's not a terrible quarter. You might make that IRL. You might. But I try to stop myself from... Because for a while I got into the whole mode. Hey, you know what? Shoot it. You'll make it work. You can always take another shot at it on the fly. Nah. It's not how I hunt IRL. Get out of here. The only guy in great ones. Not really. Not really, Z. Sort of, kind of. I casually poke around at my great ones from time to time. This is not, like, you can count on one hand the amount of times I've been here after my fallow already. I haven't even killed 100, you know, if I were to actually keep track and count. You did move a little. That's actually pretty nice right there. Here, let's just go and finish this guy off. Put him onto the ground. Nothing else that we're out of range that we saw, and we'll go pick these up now. Maps are currently on sale on Steam. Yeah, it's true, as Johnny says. We've got a sale going on. We try to do that a lot. We really do. I know we're not getting Africa 2.0 with elephants anytime soon, but I saw a very old photo with 4 tusk elephants. Could make for a really cool, great one. I mean, Africa... A new Africa map is not what's in the works right now. I will confirm that. I've said that before. Just because I don't want anyone getting any false hopes up. I don't think that's fair. But I wouldn't rule out something like elephants coming to the game in the future. It's grinding bear, and then they were set to nighttime. Sorry, and a life of green screen. Not a fan of shifting. So what do we? Oh, I missed something. I clearly missed something. Love all the push for great ones when the majority of us have never gotten there. Most likely never will. It's a reward for the grinders. Well, so Elite Digger, that's kind of what I was showing you guys today. If you kind of take in practice of what I've been doing here, how I kind of now. So this will be it. This will be it. I don't exactly do rotations. I have really 2 heavy primary spots that I will visit and do a little bit of work in. Then I'll go dump my pressure, or I'll go just hunt another different species on the map. I actually like to start with reds normally, but I didn't do that because I kind of wanted to show a more casual approach. You know, if you're going to go and you're going to work every zone on the map that you can find, whatever species it is you're targeting, it's going to be a massive grind. It's going to take you forever. Right? I mean, you know, if you're herd managing, you can get those numbers down, but it just becomes a lot of work. I'm just sort of showing a way that you can, as a casual grinder, not even grinder, just a casual hunter, you want to see a great one, just kind of mix that into your rotation. You know, just go out there and casually take a few and then carry on. Don't bounce around the whole map. Don't shoot all of them. Just creates a very long grind. But it's possible to put like a kill cap for a great one, like need to spawn for 8,000 kills of that species. I mean, would it be possible? 100%. It would be possible, but I don't know how that would look. I think that's more a question for our designers on, you know, like you have to remember that this was never designed or intended in this grinding format. That's you know, another way to hunt now. The team's kind of embracing it, and you'll see what I'm talking about in the future, moving down the line. Like, hey, people want to hunt like this. Your game. Have fun. I would say the only thing that some of us struggle with is, like, it's really not ethical. Like, it's why I don't go and just do a hard grind. it bothers my inner hunter, my IRL hunter in me. Like I very rarely throw out more than one shot. When if I've screwed up the shot, I'll try and do a follow-up. But I wait until I've got that good shot IRL. I get into position, I take my time. Sometimes I watch that animal come in over the course of a couple days. He hasn't moved in close enough. I don't take that shot. And we're not going to do that in a game, but yeah, it doesn't feel ethical. But again, it's a game. Our tenets on what we rely on here at Expansive Worlds is we've developed an ethical hunting game. However you decide to play it is up to you. Truth be told, right? And that's how it should be with anything in this world. You know, you can't hold just because, you know, someone created a wheel, but Danny took that wheel and smacked his brother in the head with it. It ain't the wheel's fault. Please don't take your gaming console or your computer and smack anybody with it while playing the Hunter. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little goofy. My point being, play how you want to play. But, you know, there's things I think they want to do to make it more enjoyable. Let's take a looky. So, I don't know, at 139, you should push down a little further. Got that little rack. You have no control. We're going to come back a little bigger, a little smaller. We'll see what he does. Trying, this is the zone for me right now. Others may choose different zones to focus on, but stop pushing that entire map. Once you start, you can't stop. You got to keep pushing those areas. You don't need to. Scopes could be better. Custom reticle for scopes would be cool. I agree, Henry. Yeah, they could. They could definitely. There's always room for improvement. And we'll admit that in anything in our game. These maps could be improved. See what the angler did? Holy, man. We kind of have that topography. You know, that's a mountain that goes of it. But yeah, the angler nailed that. But there are a lot of things that we could. And scopes, I agree, is one of them. I think we could definitely use a little on the scopes end. You know? But that's it. We're out of time, man. Oh, Crush Tart. I have tons of offerings of said help, my friend, but we've run out of time. I really, though, as a beginner, it's a great idea. Just take it as it was originally intended. Go out on Leighton Lakes and have some fun. Hirsch is a little more difficult. Out of those two free maps, the base maps that come in the game, start with Leighton Lakes. Go and push around and get to know the game. Do some of the missions. They'll actually lead you around and explain some of the systems. You get a good feel for things. You'll spook a lot of animals in the process, but because you have a focus, you won't feel bad you're spooking all those animals. And by the time that you're really seriously hunting, you'll have picked up on some of the nuances, how to move, you know, how to avoid certain bushes, what bushes help you with visibility, you know, prone to stable your shots. But the one thing I will say, my friend, we're talking vanilla settings here. Okay, like vanilla options, no DLCs. And DLCs will certainly help, but right from that 243, get into your polymer tip as soon as possible. Get into that 7mm as soon as possible. Then after that, get into the Apex binos. Focus on your collars. Those two guns will open up almost all of the maps for you. Now, there's a lot more of the DLCs. There's more stuff we can talk about. Maybe that's something we can cover next week. Come on back. Get me early. I could talk for hours about this stuff. I love doing restarts, and I put a lot of time into it. Lots of great creators out there have covered it as well. We have some incredible partners. You can find them in our Discord down the right-hand side. We also have some incredible affiliates, and we have some incredible up-and-comers who haven't made it into the program yet because, well, the program's been closed for a little bit. But we will be taking applications in the future. I don't have a timeline on that yet. But thank you all for coming to hang out, man. Seriously, you guys, I needed this today. A lot of ups and downs and everything that we all do. But at the end of the day, a lot of positivity comes from hanging out with everybody together and getting this incredible community together, having some good convos, a fun little hunt, talking about the thing that we all love that brought us all together in the first place, the Hunter. We're going to do it again tomorrow with the angler. We're going to head out and have a fun little fish. We're going to target the king of the catch species and have a good time over there. So make sure to come and check it out. If you enjoyed yourself here, come and join us next Tuesday. Join us tomorrow. And hope to see you guys again real soon. See you around the community. Oh, and don't forget to hit the follow, hit the subscribe, do it with two heads if you gotta. And I'll catch you guys again real soon. Peace out. too. This week. See you, Schrader. Much love. Gotcha. Track racing. Peace, bro.